Hi guys. Today I wanted to spend some time talking about a very, very important topic that I do often go through with my students. And that is, how do you choose a teacher? Because the truth is not all teachers are for all students, and not all students are for all teachers. Before I get into that, though, please, in the description below, I have put an email address where you can contact me. I am struggling a little bit with YouTube at the moment because I can't seem to activate the comment section. As soon as I get that sorted, I will fix it. First thing you need to be aware of is your motivation. Why are you learning English? What kind of lessons are you looking for? Because a teacher who focuses on preparing for exams is going to teach very, very differently to someone who focuses on fluency and confidence in the real world. These are two very separate things. Once you have your motivation sorted, then we're going to move on to step number two. Some teachers teach with a lot of energy. They like to laugh, they like to joke with their students, and they like to have a very relaxed environment. And that will work for some people. If you're okay with that, then great. Some teachers have a much more rigid way of doing things and a much stricter way of doing things. It's a lot more formula based. It's a lot more almost like you would find in a textbook where they focus on specific skills at specific points through specific activities. It's a lot less up in the air, it's a lot less improvised. Some people work well with this kind of teacher. I myself focus on a very open classroom, on allowing my students to talk about any topic they wish, and I try to adapt my lessons to best suit them. And I get good results with this, but other teachers who have the formula and methodology based way of teaching also get good results. The one thing you must know, not all teachers are created equal. Just like any other job in the world, there are some people who love this job, who have a passion for their students. I myself measure my success on the success of my students. I'm not always there to make you happy. And this is very important to know is your teacher is not always there to make you. If your teacher is not pushing you out of your comfort zone, you are not learning as well as you can. So I'm not saying that every lesson must be difficult, but you must understand that there are going to be things you will talk about that you might not normally talk about, and these topics will be difficult. And that's normal. Your teacher should be there to help you through it and have a strategy to work through it with you. Passion is very, very important. You are paying money for service. Make sure that you are getting the best service you can. Next thing that you need to focus on when choosing a teacher is, how much are you paying for this teacher? I know it's a sticky topic, but if you are going to a cheap school or you are getting lessons from a cheap teacher, you need to ask yourself why. This is a very important question. Why are they so cheap? The same as if you're going to a really expensive school or a really expensive teacher. Why are they so expensive? What sets them apart? How do they justify this cost? And by all means, pay for a good teacher. I am a big believer that really good teachers are actually underpaid, and we should be paying for them. But don't go to a school that is expensive and promising you the world, because they can't deliver it. This is not something that can happen overnight. Don't go to a school or a teacher who promises that you will be fluent in English in a couple of weeks, or even a couple of months. It cannot be done. The next thing that you want to go through is your level. And I have attached a link below to a channel that I really respect. It's English with Lucy. I will make one of these videos myself at a later point, but it will cover your levels. Different teachers are good at different levels. So I can teach all levels. I have taught all levels, but I prefer the more advanced levels. I prefer your B1, B2, C1 level students. And if you don't understand what I just said, then jump into the description box and go and watch that video. Finally, and probably the most important thing to think about when you are choosing a teacher. Are you having fun? And is the lesson interesting? This is super, super important, because outside of all your other motivations, outside of all your other reasons for learning English, your feelings about the teacher, if you are not having fun or you are not interested, you will not learn. You don't want this to be work. You want to be excited for your English classes. You want to be, yes, I have English today. If you are like, oh, I have to go to English later, there is a problem. Fun and interesting lessons are vital, super, super important to keeping you going, to keeping you learning. Not all lessons will be fun and not all lessons will be interesting, but most of them should be. I hope you all have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you in the next video.